it going, y'all? It's Frank Payne with you once again for another round of Loud and Unfiltered. Today, it's episode 10 of the show. We've got another flashback interview. This is one I don't even remember doing. I mean, you can hear my voice on it. You know it's me. I don't remember doing this. Yeah, as a raging alcoholic back in the day, there are plenty of instances where I don't remember doing things. But listening back to it, it's a pretty good interview. Andrew Kipple, that's who we're featuring today. He's the creator of the website, peopleofwalmart.com. He'd also done a couple books. In this interview, we'll be talking to him about his book, People of Walmart, of the people, by the people, for the people. During this interview, we talk about how the website became a cult classic, how it all started, the fact that they're not anti-Walmart, they actually love Walmart. Have they had celebrity photos or legal action or even a calendar? We'll talk all about that with Andrew Kipple, creator of peopleofwalmart.com. So here you go. Enjoy this flashback interview on Loud and Unfiltered. We are now joined on the phone by Andrew Kipple, author of People of Walmart, of the people, by the people, for the people. Andrew, how are you this morning?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for having me on.
Well, Andrew, you have got quite the following. I've got to check out your Facebook and Twitter accounts. I'd be willing to bet that you're right up there with, the Kardashians or Justin Bieber or something like that. Because I mean, the People of Walmart. This is as much a cult classic as Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe it's because most of the butts that we have on there are just as big as some of the Kardashians. But yeah, no, it's we do. We have quite a following. We're real close to 1 million Facebook fans there, and I'll tell you what, we do. We have a lot of real loyal fans that defend us and love us, and that's why this book was kind of focused on them.
Okay, now when you say fans defending you, do you really get that much flack?
Not as much as we used to, but we still get quite a bit. We still one of the my favorite things that we did when we started the site and was put up a little area for our hate mail because we don't mind it. Everyone has their opinion one way or the other. They either but it seems like people either love it or they hate it. And the ones that hate it, those are the ones that you hear from the most and that are really most of the time most passionate about it. And I think a lot of times they're just misguided. We hear a lot of remarks that we're just out there making fun of poor people, which, I like to say we don't make fun of poor people, we make fun of poor decisions. So, that's... But we've heard it all, and, you just kind of brush it off and keep going, and most of the time you can smile about it.
Well, I got to tell you, the website itself is up there in my top 3, along with, of course, my radio station's website, KEYJ.com. I'm also a huge fan of the Bleacher Report, but up there in the top 3, the people of Walmart.com. This is more viral than Obama emails because you get, it's literally probably 3 or 4 times a week, at least I get People of Walmart emails that have been forwarded on 1 million times because that's how freaking funny this stuff is.
Oh, yeah, it's and I'll tell you what, they're not even ones that we do. Once again, it's our fans. They love it and they pass it on, and really that is at the very foundation of it. That's really what the base of the website was. It's one of those, you get that inspiration when you're walking around and you see this 400-pound woman wearing a belly shirt and, just a thong or something. And it's one of those where you want to take a picture of it and you want to text it to all your friends. And you want to say, your jaw hits the floor and you want to tell everyone about it. So, really what our site's doing is just bringing all these hilarious sightings, together in one spot. It's someone once told me that all we are doing is, we're filling a niche that people didn't know they had.
Well, for those that are just now tuning in, we've got Andrew Kipple on the phone, author of People of actually more than one book that you guys have, but also owner of the website peopleofwalmart.com. Andrew, can you remember the very first picture you guys ever put on the website?
Yeah. Actually, I believe it. Well, it's got to be one of the first couple ones. It was funny how it, when it really started. I wish we would have gotten a picture of the first person that kind of, gave us the idea for it. But unfortunately, we actually didn't get a picture of what I like to call our muse. But the way it started, it was kind of funny. We asked some friends just on Facebook, people from back home, wherever it might have been, hey, if anyone has any, just by happen, do you happen to have an old picture or something of something funny you took at Walmart? And Luke, one of the other creators, and myself, we actually we borrowed my brother's iPhone at the time to go to our local Walmarts and take a few pictures. There's like three of them, and I can't remember exactly which one's the first one, but that's really how it started. There was, we had two of them that we took, which were, by today's standards, probably would never have even made the website. And, another one that a guy that graduated high school maybe 3 or 4 years ahead of us happened to have in his phone that he sent us. So, it was kind of a crazy sight, but man, I haven't taken a picture myself in 3.5 years now, just because we have so many people out there sending us pictures every day.
Now, have you like maybe any of your friends try to get a picture of you at maybe a downtime while you're in Walmart?
You know what? I have to be extra cautious when I go there. I'll tell you honestly, when we kind of went viral there, real popular, and I started. Because I tell people all the time, like, listen, we're not anti-Walmart by any means. We still shop there, and the first couple times that I went after the site kind of became popular, man, I felt like I was behind enemy lines. Like I was just waiting for some stock employee to come up and kind of chloroform me, drag me in the back, and then all of a sudden I'm meeting with the heads of scary Walmart or something,
Now, have you gone through any kind of legal action with defended yourself against those from Walmart? Because it's I couldn't imagine them just sitting idly by enjoying this. I mean, you would have to think at least one of them has said something to you.
Honestly, we were, I don't want to say we were concerned about it, but actually when we started the website, I was just going into I believe it was my second year of law school. So I was already in, panic mode, like, oh my dear Lord, out of all the people, out of all the companies in all the world, they can switch anyone, at will.
Yeah, they pop you like a zip.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the bottom line is, they could probably drag us through the mud until, I'm giving them, I'm turning my pockets inside out to them. But really, I mean, it's a public place. There's no expectation of privacy in it. They don't really, they don't have a whole lot, and they've never reached out to us. I mean, to be honest with you, even though we're pretty popular, the size of a company like that and all the other backlash they take for, whatever it might be, Chinese goods or, ruining local businesses, we're probably just a minor blip on their radar that that they don't really deal with.
Well, so. If I got to tell you, man, you're not a minor blip on anybody's radar. People of Walmart is, like I said, this is you guys have reached cult status, and that's something that's very hard to obtain. I mean, there's in nowadays where everything is so digital and viral, getting to the point that you guys have gotten to and so fast, man, that's a feather in your cap that nobody can take away. It really is some of the funniest stuff, and to me, it makes my trip to Walmart so much better because of your website And, you know, in all the pictures that I've seen throughout the years, every time I go to Walmart, I'm looking for that People of Walmart photo op. I'm ready to get a picture. And there have been some times that I have, and then I'll get home and I'm like, crap, this doesn't compare to their site.
I'll tell you what, maybe that's why Walmart doesn't say anything to us, because I can't tell you how many people will send us an email saying, you know, I refuse to shop at Walmart, but now I go there all the time just hoping that I see something that I can send in. So who knows? Maybe we're improving their business.
You know, I noticed in your book Shop in Awe that Snoop Dogg was actually in one of your pictures. Do you get a lot of celebrity pictures for
you? You know, we do. We get a ton of them, more than I expected. Just in Ric Flair alone, I probably got 10 of different ones. Ric Flair loves Walmart, believe that. I mean, and I'll tell you what, I guess it's not surprising. Once again, I guess it goes back to everyone goes to Walmart, but I think it's just kind of funny to think about. You have these, you know, actors out there that that are making a ton of money, or musicians, or whoever they might be, and they're still going there. And unfortunately for me, I have to try to keep up on my current events, because I absolutely hate reality TV. But we'll get these people sending in stuff going, hey, look, there's a honey boo-boo at Walmart. I'm going, what the heck? I'm going around to my office, people going, does anyone know what a honey boo-boo is? Because I got to make this funny somehow.
You know, that's got to be the toughest part of the job, is making the little headlines that you put, and the excerpts that. How do you how do you do that? Because every one of them, they're freaking hilarious.
Well, I appreciate that. It's actually the process we kind of go through is Luke, one of the other creators, is he'll go through all the submissions. So I would hate to have his job, because he's the one that. You know, we might get 80 to 100 pictures sent into us a day. We might keep 10 to 15 of them, just because, hey, just because you think you and your friends trying on a funny hat is funny, the world's not going to find it funny. And we try to keep the quality there. We don't want to just throw up a bunch of crap. But so he goes through them, and then he sends me, the pictures that we're going to use, and then I go through and I write all the little captions, underneath for them. And honestly, it's just most of the time it's the first thing that comes off my head. We've been doing this for. It really is. It really is. We've been doing this for 3.5 years or whatever it's been, 3 years. And we've done. I think we put up 4 to 5 pictures a day.
Yeah.
And we've done 2 books, and we actually have a calendar, a desktop calendar coming out for the 2013 calendar year. So. Even like I honestly have lost track of the amount of captions there. I could probably do the math, but I'm too lazy to do it. But the tough part is honestly it's thinking, okay, have I I've never really used this comparison or used this line or made this joke, but it's sometimes it's difficult being fresh. How many times can you say something new about a plumber's crack or something? You know what I mean? But we try. We try to flip it up as much as we can, and so far I don't think we've gotten too stale with it yet. People still seem to enjoy it. So
no, it's definitely one of the funnest sites anybody could ever visit on the old interweb. It's peopleofwalmart.com. Like I said, has reached cult status. I mean, you guys literally are rock stars for creating this website.
Well, I appreciate that. I'll tell you what. When we first started, I got concerned there. We were, hey, is this our 15 minutes? Are we going to be the next? Are we going to be the next, I don't know, cat falling off a ledge? And it's great for it's great for 2 weeks. But I really think just, everyone has an emotional response just hearing the word Walmart, and I think a lot of people can relate to the website. Like I said, good or bad. To me, it's. Either way, people are coming, and whether they hate me for it or they love me for it, it's I'll tell you what, it's a lot of fun, and it really has been fantastic thus far.
Well, it doesn't hurt being able to do something that's fun. I mean, that's there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are kind of drudging it out in miserable lives, and if you're able to have a little bit of fun and add a laugh to other people's day, then you're doing a great job. And I'm on the phone with Andrew Kipple, creator of peopleofwalmart.com, author of People of Walmart, of the people, by the people, for the people, also People of Walmart, shop in awe. And Andrew, man, this has really been a great time talking to you today. When does the calendar come out?
The calendar, it's not being pushed too heavy right now as far as in stores, but it's still, you can go online right now to your typical Amazon and find the calendar. So
right on.
Yeah, it was something we wanted to. I'm telling you, we get a ton of people saying, "Man, I used to go to your site every day." But turns out the brass at my office has noticed everyone's going to that website and not doing their work, so they put it on the office block list. So we figured, you know what, let's give them a daily calendar. So if they're missing stuff, they can still get their daily dose. Because I'll tell you what, in the office setting, we hear a ton of it. People, it's something that really, it'll bring people together in their office, just talking about it, having a good laugh.
That's awesome. Well, Andrew, man, thanks for brightening my day up, because like I said, this is one of my top 3 favorite websites, as I know it is for a lot of other people. And hey, best of luck to the future with you guys. Many more books and more funny pictures of people in their indiscretions in Walmart.
That's right. Hey, I appreciate you having it on, and as long as people are still dressing crazy and our fans are out there taking the pictures and giving them to us, we're gonna keep showing them and having a little bit of fun.
Well, Andrew, have yourself a great day, and thanks for joining us today.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, I appreciate y'all joining us today on this flashback interview for Loud and Unfiltered. That was Andrew Kipple. He's the creator of peopleofwalmart.com. We also talked about a couple of his books, including People of Walmart, of the people, by the people, for the people. What a great interview. And again, as you heard beforehand, I don't even remember doing that interview. Yeah, as an alcoholic, there are many instances where I don't remember. And, well, I'm glad I have documentation of it. And I'm also glad that I'm sober. Hey, if you're struggling with addiction, don't forget there is help out there, especially those that are struggling with depression along with that addiction that may lead to suicidal thoughts. If that's you, please utilize the number at any time, 988, or shoot me a message. I'll talk to you as well. I hope you have a fantastic one. Thank you so much for joining us on Loud and Unfiltered. Don't forget, you can find us online at DaleJr.forPresident.com. And as you know, the attorneys that I have say I have to give you a disclaimer anytime I tell you about our website, DaleJr.forPresident.com. Well, you see, the thing is, loudandunfiltered.com was not available, so we went with the next best thing, DaleJr.forPresident.com. However, we are not affiliated with Dale Earnhardt Jr. or his desire to run for president. I just think he's a cool dude. I'm a big NASCAR fan. And it'd be kind of cool if a redneck like Dale Jr. ran for president. Hope you guys have a great one. Head on over to the website, get some merch, help me out, like, subscribe, do all that stuff, because it really does help. If you don't do it, then I'm kind of screwed. Next thing you know, I'm going to have to go get a real job. And we don't want that, do we? Actually, we do, because I need to get a paycheck. Have a great one. Please remember, be a good human, drink some Diet Dr. Pepper, and stay loud and unfiltered, y'all.